Hey, welcome to Slow News Day Live. My name is Steve Boykin, and I am in Washington, D.C. Oddly, or, cosmically, or however you would like to describe it, coming to you live from an Airbnb called the Sativa Suites, which I had absolutely fucking nothing to do with. True story.
Sure.
I am joined by my co-host Glory Jones. It's good to see you, Glory. How you doing?
So today happened.
Yeah.
Listen. In this moment, I just like to reiterate the most important lessons learned from today, which is one, that Whitney Webb is always right, and two, that Steve Boykin is the legitimate interim president. Just like to reiterate those two truths.
Remember, as your legitimate interim president, DMT is mandatory. All political prisoners must be released, and we are going to immediately begin the abolishment of the federal government.
Hey, your mic sounds weird. Is it selected on the right one?
I don't know, man. It's been a long fucking day.
Project, Steve.
It just almost sounds like a laptop mic. It's all echoey.
It should be the right one.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
It does kind of sound different.
I don't know. I really don't.
Fuck it. We can hear you.
There's a space heater on over there. Kind of going. Really sure, dude. At any rate, let me talk a little bit about what went down in DC today first, and then we can kind of like go through the entire day backwards.
What a day.
That means the best part for me is at the end.
Oh yeah, and if anyone didn't notice, Andrew's here as well. You can see his head popping into view.
But he couldn't stop screaming into his megaphone, so his voice is shut, guys.
Okay, I won't be asleep.
Yeah, guys, send good energy to Andrew. You know, his voice is right now, but it's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to confer with my colleague. Whose hand is like slowly coming into view. So yeah.
So professional.
I as of right now at 10:45 at night, I'm not on the ground in the chaos zone anymore. We got check this out, Gloria. This will sound familiar to you. So curfew got implemented tonight at 6 p.m. right?
Yeah.
3 hours after the Capitol got stormed.
Mm-hmm.
So around 7:30, my phone went off, and it was another emergency alert, and it was the exact same emergency alert. Oh, hey, there's a curfew.
Guys up Broward County. No.
So I can only imagine that a handful of people that are a part of the MAGA crowd are suddenly finding out what it's like to be on the wrong end of a fucking protest.
And even then, they're still getting the soft treatment. But I mean, listen, at the same time, whatever, like, they need to realize that the cops aren't their friends, that they're not there to back them. They're there to serve the ruling elite. They're there to protect the national security estate. So like when I see these people, like these, these Twitter personalities that are like, oh, how can we back our boys in the blue if they don't back us. I'm like, duh. They're not there to serve you. They're there to protect a dying empire. Like, and they need to realize that. And listen, like, I hate that it took violence against them to make it happen. I hate that it took this fucking long for them to even have an ounce of doubt. But like, listen, I mean, I'm here for it. So
there's a video up on Luke Rudowski's channel.
Luke, we are changed.
Yeah, Luke, we are changed. Of big burly white former Marine screaming at the cops, "You lost everyone today. We had your back. You're not here for us. We don't have your fucking back anymore." I mean, that's where, I don't know, that's where we're at, dude. The police shot and killed a woman today. That was part of the DC Capitol building, I don't know, breach. There was a stand down order called in so that could happen relatively peacefully. Like, okay, so let's get into it, dude, because the whole time that we've been here and the whole time that like anybody who's familiar with this show has heard me talk about things like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, Proud Boys, shit like that, like you'll know what I think about it. And everything that we've seen since we got here looks like a color revolution. Like the Black Lives Matter protests do. The way that the violence goes down looks straight from fucking intelligence playbook. There's hardly ever anything organic about it. The way that this Trump event went down looked exactly like a color revolution. Had all of the hallmarks of it.
Mm-hmm. And of a false flag beyond anything. So the U.S. has this horrible history of false flags all the way back to the Boston Tea Party, right? So you have a bunch of I don't even want to say what they are, but probably like intelligence or security contractors dressed up looking like a certain role play faction with Viking horns on that decide they're going to escalate a peaceful protest into a much more violent one. Like that's not the people that are demanding that the votes get counted. That's someone there specifically to make a scene to write a global narrative. That's what that is. That's someone trying to write the story of what is happening in the world.
So like I really, Gloria's got some great video of a conversation that she had with a recall Gavin Newsom supporter lady. I had some really good conversations today, and I talked to a particularly day drunk woman from Tennessee. I mean, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, man. She was on one. But she was having a great time, and she was like, dude, I didn't believe anything I heard about what this event was going to be, no matter who was telling it. So I decided that I had to see for myself.
mm-hmm.
I drove up here, and I'm having a fucking blast. And everybody's been so nice and polite and respectful, and like, oh, look, there's a pile of backpacks, and nobody's stealing them. And it's like, yeah, it's your first day. I get it, I do, you know. But
I mean,
like,
there's always a mix of people when you go to these events. Like I had that really nice that conversation with that nice recall Newsom lady, and then I also had some fucking asshole that was like, oh, well, you know, I'm just trying to fight for you BLM and Antifa people. I'm like, dude, I'm here in a fucking WikiLeaks shirt and you're making assumptions like that. What is that going to help? Like, it's always a mix with these people. Like, you know, I go from having really good conversations with people to having to fucking run over and make sure my friend doesn't get maced. So it's like, it's a mix. And I think I want people to realize that.
well, no, and I mean, there were, you know, clearly fucking shit heels running around DC today that were there like to co-op the stop the steal thing. But like I don't know, dude. It was weird listening to Trump, like knowing that he was like several hundred yards away, but not being able to see the dude, so you only hear him from speakers, which makes it still sound like he's on TV, but more authoritarian because it's just like booming out of the fucking ether.
Yeah, they did something similar in LA where it was just the speaker, and I had this thing where every time he would say freedom, I was just like, pardon Julian Assange, and like, you know, I kind of annoyed one of the organizers, but fuck it, I don't care.
Bro,
And that was without a bullhorn, so it would have been. I might have gotten into some fights if I did have a bullhorn.
Donald Trump told that crowd that nobody was leaving until every vote was counted and that everyone's vote was going to matter. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, and we're pinning it all on Mike Pence. This whole thing is up to what Mike Pence does here in the next couple of hours. Let's go ahead and walk over to the Capitol now.
And then false flag.
And then they got there and they found out what Mike Pence did. Because it takes a while to walk from the ellipse at the Washington Monument to the fucking Capitol. Like, that's a hike, dude. Not fun.
How long is it?
Huh?
How long is it?
It's like a really shitty mile and a half of fucking uphill in city and just fucking a sea of people. And yeah, dude, takes a while. Like, because you're walking at the speed of the people in front of you.
Yeah, I always get tired of that though. So I'm just like, okay, weave. And then, yeah, because I'm always moving in between like the main crowd and then the shields up front. So I'm just like, nah, I don't know.
At any rate, it was beautifully.
Look at this.
Right when the people were showing up to the Capitol, they all got fucking updates on their phones that Mike Pence just sold them up the river. And by the way, nobody's phone was working over by the Washington Monument. They had cell jammers and signal jammers going off like fucking crazy, like I've never seen before over in that part. But right before everything went down over to the Capitol, everyone could live stream for like 45 minutes. Everybody had bars. Everybody had reception. Everybody that was there got that little update about what Mike Pence did. Then a half an hour later, they were breaking into the Capitol building. And like an hour after that, they were up there reciting the fucking Pledge of Allegiance and chanting, "We love people." We love people. Not we love white people or we love Trump supporters or we love, you know, the Proud Boys, but we love people. It was like after the cop shot that lady. That's when we were there. And like the weirdest thing happened while we were there. Like mysteriously. A Free Assange banner wound up getting hung from the Capitol.
Oh.
So we got pictures of that, obviously, because it was, you know,
Really weird.
really weird.
That's totally unexpected.
Behind that was stuck on a loop, like on a brand new SD card that was playing "Pardon Julian Assange" over and 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 over.
Hell yeah.
Dude, we got like rock star parking for about an hour, like that we were there. It was fantastic that we went back when we went back the second time.
Yeah, we were like on top of it.
was great. We've been up since, dude. Okay, so yeah, I've been up since. I really didn't go to sleep. I really didn't. Like, I got like maybe an hour.
I took a couple naps. That's
I did sleep a little bit the day before that. That was wonderful. And then prior to that, it was like Wednesday of last week. The last time I got any sort of fucking, I'm a fucking wreck, dude. But yeah, the reason we were up so early is because we were covering Julian Assange's bail hearing, which took place today. Because Monday, Vanessa Baratzer ruled against extradition because the U.S.'s prison system is so bad, and so poorly managed that someone motivated to take their own life would succeed in doing that. And that prevented his extradition.
Yeah, Belmarsh prison is fine.
This is a thread of all the reasons why bail wasn't granted.
Yeah.
I know. But,
Richard Medhurst does have a really good thread about why bail was denied. Basically, Baratzer agreed with every single point of the legal arguments for extradition, none of which were rooted in reality, none of which were even like fact adjacent. And it left the door open for the U.S. to prosecute any future journalist or publisher that they haven't spent a decade torturing and trying to drive to kill themselves.
Well, I mean, like, that's essentially why, like, we were all fucking melting down during the beginning of it, because it was like she was saying, like, yeah, I agree with this argument and this argument and this argument, and there were claims that he was spied on, but here's this CNN article, and that was the moment where I was like, oh fuck, it's gonna happen, isn't it? And then it just took like this fucking 180. And she was like, yeah, but I'm not going to extradite him because the U.S. prison system is that bad. And then, lo and behold, we come to today, and what we thought was going to happen happened again, because they really do want Julian in jail, and they really do want him dead, despite the fact that they denied him extradition. So,
yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I know they're not watching this, but like Claire Dobbin, fuck you. Like from the depths of hell, like fuck you, Claire. Like actually,
I got
like
my finger up too.
like go fuck yourself, Claire. Okay? I know you're not watching this, but I really needed to do that.
This is how much this doesn't make sense. During the hearing, the prosecution's argument was, we don't have to worry about suicidal ideation when Julian Assange is extradited because U.S. prisons are practically a courtyard by Marriott. They are so much nicer and so much better attended, with so much more staff available than the current shithole that he's in, Belmarsh, that extraditing him won't be a problem.
But they have arts and crafts. They have arts and crafts, Steve.
Yeah, arts and crafts. And a TV.
Yeah.
It's 13 inches on the screen.
Wasn't bingo mentioned? I mean, that makes it better.
Really think bingo might have been mentioned.
And I don't think they put an indoor swimming pool past it either.
Once they go by the prison shuffleboard course, they turn right at the omelet bar. Like, what? I mean, come on. But
It's
that
like
was
when
our
you go into
argument.
the hotels with like the omelet chefs that has the pans lined up. Like, yeah, that's Alexandria Detention Center.
Oh man, the only time that there's a fight between inmates is when like the masseur double booked.
Yeah.
Too many people on the racquetball court. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the sauna is just overbooked and they can't fit
I'm
everyone.
fucking totally losing the fucking flyer though. This is try and get through this. So after that argument was put forth, U.S. prisons are great. Belmarsh is a shithole. Then they went to, okay, well, U.S. prisons are a shithole, but Belmarsh is great. So we're going to keep them there.
Yeah, it's essentially like the UK police state is better than the US police state. And, you know, they really put it in fucking display as they arrested peaceful fucking protesters and a 92-year-old fucking man. British police, you fucking pigs. Fuck you for dragging off Eric like that. Oh my God. That's so fucking, like,
They
and
fucked up by doing it in front of so many people.
they did it in front of so many people and they were blocking people off. It's like, are you dumb? Like, how criminally fascistic can you get about this shit?
10
like,
motherfuckers to arrest that old man. 10.
It's like, yes, 10. Eric's a fucking hero. And you ain't got shit on my man Eric. And it's like, listen, I've been between Broward, Miami, and LA. And like, I've seen some shit. I've been tear gassed. I've seen friends beaten with riot shields. Like, I've been fucking illegally detained. And that shit doesn't make me any less angry every single time. Like, this shit like pisses me off every time. Like when it happens in the UK or when it happens in LA, it's fucking got to stop. And it okay. Just
so I asked Allie about it, and she goes, "Well, 2 cops drove Eric home, but I don't think they're ever going to try that again." Because he just gave them nonstop hell the entire time. The entire
92-year-old
You know he did.
man can talk your ear off.
We love you, Eric. We do.
Eric, you don't know who I am, but I love you so much.
So there's a question from Nye about Burmis. How's Jason? Haven't seen anything from him since 2. He's good. We talked to him a little bit ago. He's not down in the pit.
He does have awesome footage though.
Yeah, he's got great fucking footage. You couldn't upload anything. It took Burmis 3.5 hours to upload a 4-minute clip today. Yeah.
Shocked to tell you.
That's how fucking bad it was. I mean, that's how bad they were messing with the signal and reception and shit like that. But no, Jason's good.
Combo Couch is good too.
Combo Couch is good.
Combo Couch is unmatched. Big shout out to my boy Johnny, my girl Fee, and my white man Pasta.
I'm just looking through the chat here real quick.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, they're just asking about Jason.
Yeah, everybody's look, man.
We all made it.
We're all going to put ourselves like in relatively dangerous situations every time that we do shit like this, but we also know what we're doing. Like, and there's shit that will see coming miles before most of these folks out here.
Definitely, bro. Listen, Tuesday night, man, I've seen some of these protesters walking into the most obvious fucking kettles ever. I'm just like, oh no. Like, oh no, I know where this is going. Oh boy. But I mean, yeah.
They got a bunch of
I'm gonna
people.
still tell you I have to stay safe though, because I don't trust the police state and I don't want to see any of my fam getting hurt. So
No,
I'm
this is
gonna still tell you two to make sure you got your extra white man sauce with you, because I want y'all to stay safe regardless.
so right now we have a mass public education campaign going on. There were police officers that learned what it's like to have a mask on and be pepper sprayed. And there is a large contingent of white veterans that are about to learn what it's like to get beat by police, that don't know about COINTELPRO and don't know about kettling and don't know about all of these things, but are ridden with PTSD because our military chews people up and spits them the fuck out.
Yeah.
So we have a huge opportunity to demilitarize the police, and not in a sequester, but in like a specific manner where we can decide this is what our community monopoly on violence looks like, and have it be different for every community, because we don't need the boys in blue in every city busting everyone's fucking head.
Yeah. Fuck well. I'm texting the chat right now, so I'm trying not to make dead air.
All right. No.
I can tell the Claire Dalvin's Corona story if you want. It's my favorite story.
No. Dude, if you tell that story one more fucking time today, I'm gonna fly to DC.
I've heard Andrew's ass say that same exact story.
You keep adding too much stuff onto it.
You got to meet his YouTube crush today.
Ooh.
Andrew can die happy.
I can't.
We need to get Steve to be his journalist crush too.
I'm right here.
He's right there.
Hey, there's a question in there from Anthony.
Right there.
I'm a quick
Jesus.
Oh, how do you feel about the U.S. failing its appeal? Because Anthony says Kevin seems optimistic about it, but how do y'all feel about it?
So there's lots of reason to be hopeful that the U.S. would fail on their appeal, because historically, like, once you get out of the magistrate court in the UK and you get a different batch of judges that aren't trying to build their careers but are already established and can take a look at something for its on the merits of the case rather than the sensationalism aspect or where the headlines might land them in a few years. However, I don't know, dude. It's so hard for me to want to be like, it's so hard for me to be positive about this because of everything that's fucking happened. It's so hard for me to like, because the last thing I ever want to do is fucking blow smoke up you guys' ass. I don't want to do it to myself either, you know? Like, I want to be realistic about this shit. But I do feel like with the amount of fucking up that the prosecution did, with as worthless as their indictment is, and
clowns as they are.
Well, and with the reality that because extradition wasn't granted, it's more likely the appeals process will be dragged out now that the U.S. is on the opposite side of that and can't fast track an appeal. I think because of that, we'll see an end to the UC Global case in Spain before an appellate court for Assange would meet, which means all of the evidence from the UC Global case in Spain could be introduced to this appeal. I agree that there's probably a better chance than that the U.S. will lose than they will win. Like, but on the merits of the case,
I don't put anything past them though.
But yeah. I mean, if we were to step outside of, this is about Julian Assange and press freedom and fucking investigative journalism and all kinds of shit. And we were to step outside of that and just try to make it about what the charges are and what happened and the character and the behaviors of the US and the UK and Sweden and Ecuador, Australia. Yeah, the US would lose that appeal.
Mm-hmm.
But we wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole purpose of the thing, is to make Julian an example. It's to be a show trial. So obviously logic doesn't apply here. Like, we already saw what took place in this court based on the absolute clown show put on by douche cunts like Claire Dobbin and James Lewis QC Megabrain. Like, it's a fucking show trial. Anytime a judge is quoting CNN articles as evidence to refute claims of CIA spying, backed up by whistleblowers and a pending case in court and several investigations, then you know that logic doesn't apply here. It's like, there's just so much shit that's just being put aside with this case that lets you know that it's not about the legality of it. It's not about that. It's just about making an example out of Julian. And yeah.
Well, and Beth has a good point in the chat too. Where the shit did that go? God damn it. Beth says, my concern is that once U.S. loses on appeal, the UK will charge him under the Official Secrets Act. Beraitzer seemed to be setting that up in her statement on Monday. Yeah. For the first time ever, because it wasn't introduced in the trial at all, during the reading of the decision on an extradition case, Beraitzer introduces a new charge and proceeds to convict Julian of it, like as an aside, while she's agreeing with all of the legal arguments put forth by the prosecution, which is totally fucked up and like abnormal and unprecedented, which is a word that people have used so many times to describe so many different aspects of this case that like we got to find a new word.
It's like that whole extradition ruling was basically just saying, hey, as long as you're not as depressed as Julian, then you're getting extradited. Because that's what it did. It still keeps everything open for this to be used in the future. And Julian's still not free yet himself. That's the problem with that. So yeah, that's why if anything, we just need to fucking double down. And yeah, we're only gonna get more annoyed about it. So
yeah, we're only gonna get louder at this point. Because I don't know.
That's your fucking voice, Andrew.
I know. I can't be any louder right now. Is the irony of this statement. But the thing is, it doesn't.
You got to carry cough drops with you at protests. That's how I keep That's how I keep my shit replenished.
But it doesn't matter
Invite
really
another loud person.
what we think or what way it actually unfolds. What matters is pressure. What matters is getting people educated and activated about getting in the streets and doing something, even if it's just them. Like, that is the important thing right now in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I get whichever way, whether the appeal gets approved, whether they even submit it at all, and if they don't submit it, why the hell did they keep Julian and not grant him bail when he's literally free to go, basically? Because at this point, to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, but as of the moment of these words, there is no official submission by the United States. So why is he still in prison? They said, you're not being extradited. They should just let him go then. There shouldn't be additional holdings.
Yeah, well, that's why, like, that's literally why, and that also feeds into part of the reason why a bunch of high-profile Trump supporters were spreading that rumor that Julian Assange was granted bail, because they read the decision, and at the end of it, it says, I hereby order that Julian Assange be discharged. And they took that part and they were like, yay, Julian's going to be released. And I'm like, no, fuck no. Have you been following this case? Are you trying to stop people with complicity? Read between the fucking lines, please. So, like, yeah.
So even it goes as far as Edward Fitzgerald, the part of the legal team for Julian, the head defendant, the defender, whatever his name, attorney for Julian over in the UK, cites that line in the request for bail. Specifically cites the judge, that judge at the bench, ordering his release, to which she responds. Let me read this, because this was one of the things that Richard Medhurst put out about why the bail was actually rejected. Judge Beratzer, and this is, I'm assuming his quotes is as close of an actual quote as you can get off the Cloud video platform, but Judge Beratzer says, on Monday, I ruled in Assange's favor. As a matter of fairness, the U.S. must be allowed to challenge my decision. Like, what the fuck? Like, what other court case in the history of the world did a non-living sovereign state entity had its feelings considered in a court trial?
You know, I mean, they just put on such a clown show that they really embarrassed themselves. And, like, I'm sure with that stinging feeling of embarrassment that they needed to get some compensation for that. Because yo ass got destroyed by witnesses. Claire and James, yo ass got fucking destroyed. And y'all motherfuckers are lucky I'm not in London, because I would not let y'all live that shit down. In fact, I might just spam your websites and tell you that myself, that I'm not letting you live that shit down, because you shouldn't. And if Beratzer had any fucking information on her, besides the fact that her fucking supervisor, Arbuthnot, has ties to the very people that Julian exposed, then I would spam her as too. So, but you know, I got all the faith in the world for the London crew to give them hell. I have so much love for them.
Oh, they're fantastic. They are. They give me joy.
I know.
Man, I'm fucking beat. You know.
Really? You look so alive right now, Steve, and so jubilant and energetic.
Yes, heretic. A woman who went into the Capitol, who like went through the fucking what are they calling it? A siege or
storming the Capitol or
insurrection.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god. People at the fucking LA rally were echoing the fucking William Barr bullshit, calling on like Trump needs to use the Insurrection Act and martial law to fix this. And I'm just like, biggest fucking like face palm. Like so I was like turned around posting up like a Julian Assange flyer somewhere. I turned around, face palm, so the asses could see me and be like, no, 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 no.
We were talking about that a little this week too.
That's how color revolutions happen, right? So they make the two sides fight until a point of escalation. They make the two sides fight to a point of escalation, at which point the losing side demands that the U.S. or is accepting of the U.S. military coming in and seizing power. Like that's literally what happens in every third world country.
And both sides in this case have demanded that the U.S. military come in and intercede on their behalf.
I know. Guys, that's not the answer.
Learn. That's the next lesson, bro. That's the next thing everybody's going to learn. So you don't want the military coming. I just don't want to have to tweet that.
Guys, no, don't cheer on state violence.
All right,
for
so
either side. I don't care if you're on the left or the right. State violence and police brutality is bad. Proud Boys.
All right, so
don't cheer on someone from Antifa getting arrested. Antifa, don't cheer on the FBI cracking down on Proud Boys. Come on, guys. We should know better.
I'm thinking we need a soundboard, and the first sound is fucking Whitney Webb's laugh.
We need it, so that's normal.
And that's the second one. Like, dude, I'm serious.
Oh,
like,
dude, you're right. You're right. Somebody make that shit happen.
That's some Tim Black stuff. You need a soundboard.
I need to.
Dude, we would use the soundboard so much better than Tim Black.
Yeah, that's fair.
I trust us.
You don't want no bleeps or
bleeps. We need Josh's Unity thing.
Unity.
Yeah.
Good times.
New Day Switchboard Discord.
Oh, I could probably make that happen myself. It's not that hard.
Okay, Technica. Okay.
I think someone even clipped out some of those from Whitney already.
That's good.
Right.
But yeah, if there aren't any more questions, man, I will be flying out of here pretty much first thing in the morning. Oz Whistles wants to know what's up with the evictions this week. Do you have anything on that, Glory?
I do, but I can't remember where for the life of me. The sweeps that they were planning to do on Christmas I forgot the name of the place. It's like Harbor something. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the place, but the sweeps that were supposed to be on Christmas Day got postponed to the 28th, and then there was a pressure campaign to try and get it just canceled. But despite about 2,000 emails, it never got canceled, and they did the sweeps anyways. And eviction defense is still happening mainly in the South Central area. I can't give like exact places just because like it's literally like 3 hours before they think it's about to happen. It's like everybody show up at this address. We need an eviction defense. So it's just like various places around like South Central mainly and the greater LA area are starting to call for eviction defense as well because they're still happening, just especially with this time of the year. Yeah. So that's kind of what's happening with that.
So I don't know if the Senate will be done. It probably won't be done before I leave. My flight's at like 9 for Truly Progressive. I don't know. I'll have like an hour layover, and I'll probably do a live stream from the airport. Yeah, but I really like, I want everybody to know that like I was on the ground at the Capitol today, and I don't know everything that went down, and I don't know all of the motivations for everything that went down, or all of the money trails or key players, and because I was there and I don't know everything that happened, I guarantee you that if you have heard about what happened from a content creator or broadcaster, pundit, journalist, whatever, who wasn't there, they don't know what fucking happened. Like, it's gonna take me sitting down with Burmis and Pasta and Johnny and Fee and like a handful of other people who are all at different places and different times at the same fucking event, and we're all gonna have to put our heads together to figure out what the fuck it was that went down.
It's hard to know because even at protests in LA that got to just literally like a quarter of that size, I literally had to be like running back and forth to figure out what's going on, and even then it takes some time for me to figure out the complete picture. So like with this event, it was huge. There was a lot of people that were just like, nice, yeah, we love people, and then there were some plants, I'm sure. I have no doubt about that.
I mean, like I said, over and over and over again, this whole thing looks like a fucking color revolution. All of it looks like everything that the news is showing looks like it was well thought out and well planned.
Mm-hmm.
And
I trust it though. Didn't you read the message boards?
right. Cute.
It's like everybody's showing like the storming of the Capitol, and everybody's showing like the same clip of the windows getting smashed in and that guy carrying out the podium, and like, the guys like, crashing the Senate. They're all showing that same clip, but like I had no clue what was going on, like where Steve was, until he literally said like, yeah, I was here, someone, wink wink, put up a Julian Assange sign, and they were chanting "We love people" and citing the pledge of allegiance. Like, I didn't know that shit happened until Steve told me. So it's like, and I'm sure that there was different shit happening in like another section because Fee and Pasta, they had fucking tear gas and rubber bullets used on them. So it's like,
so there's like a back door area to the Capitol. It's like a big ass staircase that like runs down and faces the National Mall. That was the only place that it was like popping off. Like that's where and the whole time I was there, I only heard one concussion grenade go off the whole time. Not that any should go off.
Those concussion grenades so much.
Yeah, no, like yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude.
But that was happening right on like the back staircase, but there was no one, at least where I was standing, because I literally like walked up and stood at the bottom of a police line with my Fox mask on, just looking at them, because it's just what you do. Like you're gonna get creeped the fuck out. Who's gonna crawl type shit? But
you know what? I endorse that fully.
yeah, no, it works. But
I
there
have to ask.
no overt violence from the crowd. If anything, it was the same as the riot I went to in Cleveland. It was police escalation of violence in a controlled scenario. It was security role play. It was theater designed to write a national narrative. Instead of seeing 300,000 people demand election integrity from across ideological spectrums, you see a fucking Buffalo man put his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk while someone's standing above him taking a staged picture.
And it's like, bro, like,
I'm gonna smoke this cigarette.
like, I'm sorry. These people are like smiling at the fucking camera. Like, do you know what's gonna happen after that? Like, and okay, I have to ask you guys, did you see one of those yellow slinkies?
No.
Ah,
No
would-
yellow.
that would have made the whole thing for me.
We do, in one of our videos, we have the guys rappelling down the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we did get that. Everyone else has the still. We got the video.
We got the video.
Got the
Nice.
documents.
Yeah.
So, if you would like to purchase this video, I would like to recoup some of the financial
And it
hit
can
I
only
took
be
staying
ran
here.
in full. It cannot be edited in any way.
Right. No, but for real though, if the GoFundMe for Action for Assange is still up, because we really just did spend like $1,200 to stay here, you know. And I didn't have that. That's like half my rent, dude. But my God, did we get some great footage, and holy crap, dude, we got some shit handled. That was fantastic. But I'm about ready to wrap, dude. I don't know. Anthony Reyes wants to remind you, Glory, that you can't forget to talk about
Okay,
Fuck that guy.
one Jordan Champion smearing. Can I just say something real quick though before we go into any of this, man?
Okay, wait. First, before you start that, I pasted the GoFundMe link in the chat.
All right. Jordan Sheridan. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I had like 18 thoughts all at once. Like y'all know how I feel about that, dude. But I met his cameraman this week. And his cameraman's fucking just top tier gentleman. He is. See Johnny too? I think he's Johnny too. It was a long fucking. He's Johnny. Fuck off, Beth. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. But yeah, he's a Johnny as well. His Jordan's cameraman, and that guy's rad. Like he ended up hanging out at the house the other night. Fucking, I don't even know if I should be telling all of this story.
Does Jordan even watch Slow News Day?
Be nice. Nah, it's if it involves someone else, keep him out of it.
Yeah. No. I mean, just fucking. He's a really fucking funny guy, dude. He's a funny guy. He's very personable. I enjoyed hanging out with him. I enjoyed getting to know him. He was at every single one of our events. He was at every single one of the Force the Vote events. I guess he was down at the Trump thing today. It might be a minute. I don't know. Word. But yeah, the guy's great. He is. Fucking big shout out to Johnny, the cameraman for Status Quo, or the New York and DC guy. Solid. Glory. Now that I've been nice.
Is this now good cop, bad cop?
To say words.
Listen, he can be nice. Jordan fucking charlatan. Stop coming at my fucking fam. Like, listen, that's why this shit gets me so fucking heated when he just goes after them and tells people to unsub from them. And this dude is literally calling.
Did he delete that tweet, or can we put it up?
What?
Was that a tweet or in a video where he was telling people to unsubscribe from?
I think it was both.
Our good friend at the Convo Couch.
Hold up. You know what? I'll
dude, and everyone, this motherfucker acts like they've only been covering election integrity shit since like Trump's been in office. They've been covering this shit since the Bernie, since
they had a show.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like, no, they're being consistent. They're covering the same shit.
Show on election integrity. Like, are you fucking kidding me? They've been covering this shit on the ground forever now. And you have the audacity to call them fucking conspiracy theorists just because they do that same shit in the general election? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm about to pull up the tweet right now. This fucking bullshit. Oh My fucking God.
Yo, dude,
Okay.
I've been in DC for the last week, right? You know who I saw was Jordan's cameraman, but not Jordan. You know who else I saw? I saw Oscar Jardula and Fiorella Isabel and Johnny Tsunami. Every day at like multiple events all day long, working their fucking asses off, grabbing like all kinds of interviews. And I mean, that's how they roll. That's how they've always done this shit.
And like, listen, yeah, like echoing what Steve said, like they do that shit all the fucking time. Like I see them on the ground with me almost every time, and they are there running around. Jonathan fucking Mayorga, when I was getting grabbed and thrown into the back of an LASD car, like I messaged Fee telling them that we were being detained, and Johnny literally fucking ran over with his full, like, you guys finally got to see his full little stick and light thing. He ran over hauling that thing while Fee's following shortly behind, making sure to live tweeting all the shit that I'm telling her. And you're calling for those people to be deplatformed? Like they're literally protecting people on the street. They're literally doing the purest and best form of journalism. And like, listen, I know I'm biased. They're fucking fam. They give me rides from protests, but at the same time, like, because of that, I see the hard work that they put in. And like, same shit with Nico too, dog. Like, stop fucking just smearing the shit out of them, calling for them to be deplatformed. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you really trying to legitimize claims of deplatforming? Are you fucking kidding me, charlatan? Go knock yourself in the ass for that shit. It's like, and listen, like, I'm not trying to hate on status quo, but like your analysis gets so unsufferable and shite at times. Like, ain't no fucking way an anxiety-ridden college student should be having better conversations at fucking Trump rallies than yo grown ass, okay? Like, ain't no fucking way. There's nothing proactive of what your analysis is, and it's fucking disgusting. And now I wouldn't even fucking go at status quo like that, because I do like some of their camera people and I do like some of their crew, but at the same fucking time, you're going at them, you're smearing people, calling for them to be deplatformed, calling for their careers to be like over because they incited a fucking civil war. Nah, that's a fucking color revolution. It's like, here's an idea, charlatan. Maybe if you put more effort into taking that energy and making this shit post-partisan, then it wouldn't be such a fucking color revolution, you piece of fucking shit.
This has been Don't Fuck With My Friends by Glory Jones and Steve Poikman. We hope you've enjoyed this evening's edition of Don't Fuck With My Friends. For real though, dude, like
Jordan doesn't even know who I am either, but like, bro, he does, dude. Stop coming at my fucking fam. And like, listen,
he does.
There has been shit that I have done that has ended up on Status Quo's channel, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So like, that's the only remote way through which charlatan knows my ass, and I don't fucking care. Don't fucking smear my fucking friends and reply to me, charlatan. Read Johnny's fucking articles. DM me evidence, bitch. He asked you to read his fucking articles.
Charlatan responded to me.
People that erase Jonathan Mayorga when they go out of their way to smear Combo Couch is disgusting. Like, you're digging your own grave with that, my guy. Like, fuck you, charlatan. Oh my god. Fuck. I need to calm down.
I need to fucking get off of this live stream, dude. It's almost 11 o'clock. I would gotta be at the airport at like 8. I'm not gonna sleep much tonight. We still have shit to do.
We always have shit to do.
We have so much shit to do. But I love you guys, and thank you for hanging out with us. And
Fucking Anthony, you know a glory rant presented by me? Yeah, that was all you. Fuck you, Anthony. But love you though.
Fun times.
I appreciate the love from the chat. Y'all are the best. Love you all.
it was pretty fucking awesome. We really did wind up with like the best fucking chat on YouTube. Really did. Wild shit. You guys rock.
Check it on YouTube.
Don't forget the best looking. Don't forget the best looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, I mean, you can field that one. I don't have to. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Rock. So yeah, guys. Tomorrow it is a travel day for me, but it's also a Thursday, and I didn't know I was going to be traveling on a Thursday. But I get back to my house about an hour before I'm supposed to go live with John Fitch. So if you are familiar with UFC or if you've watched Mixed Martial Mindset on Jason Burmes's channel, you should be familiar with John Fitch. He'll be on the show Thursday, Sunday. Oh boy. Sunday, the one and only Commander X Anon is going to be giving what he believes could be his last interview. He's in poor health. And he's got some stuff that he wants to say. So we're going to do that. Oh, that's hilarious. Jordan is amazingly good at avoiding huge pink elephants in tiny places. Love you guys. God, you're right. Thank you. So Commander X is going to come on and he's going to like break brains. Please be there for that. That's going to be wild. The following Sunday, the 17th, Richard Gage, founder of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, will be with us. That will be wild. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you, Mona. I love you too, Mona.
Steve's all right.
Need your fucking
okay.
pity, Mo. I don't need your fucking pity. All right.
I would just like to read that aloud too. This is for my fave Glory and her epic rant. You 100. I love you, girl. And Sleepy J is the best. Hard eyes. And Steve, you're okay too.
That's Mona for you.
And that's me being a head ass reading that shit aloud.
Oh my god. Y'all are ridiculous.
No.
You're ridiculous, but you love us.
I do.
Man.
I'm so tired though. This week has sucked.
Big thanks to the people that helped out with the GoFundMe for Action for Assange that got us all here in the first place. That thing is still up and running. We're trying to recoup some of the costs that we put out with my own pocket for this. I don't need your $5 in sympathy, Mona. I don't, but thank you. Thank you.
Hey, she's good at giving people shit. Just a warning.
I'll need your sympathy.
The GoFundMe link has been posted in the chat once again.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. You're incredible. Yes, Miss Prepper. Kind of thought that was gonna happen. Not actually Christian Ramson.
Your internet's getting shitty.
WikiLeaks right now. I know. I don't know why. Oh, stop.
Yeah, stop using your phone, Andrew. Addict.
Ramson said that it was a win for not the U.S. losing the extradition case was a win for Julian, but not for journalism. And I agree with that, especially because of the way that the rest of the entire week went down. The next step is probably appeals. I mean, it's a long road. It's still a long road. It is, and it's not like this is the only fucking press freedom case that we're going to be keeping an eye on. It's the biggest one. It's the one that has the most immediate implications going forward for so many different things. But that does, because of the way this all happened, because of the way the decision was written, all of the legal arguments that they put forth against Julian can be applied to anyone, anywhere, for any reason.
Yeah, as long as they don't suffer from depression or are suicidal or have Asperger's, it's so our asses over here.
Don't keep your fucking business out of my chat.
I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. That's Anthony, dude.
It's the op.
God damn it, Anthony.
Keep y'all business out of my chat. This is fucking personal business free.
I didn't say a goddamn thing.
Fucking.
I didn't say a goddamn thing.
Anthony, Steve's gonna give you the Democrat treatment, a stern finger wagging from AOC. You have a strongly worded letter from the squad coming.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, we do.
You're not my supervisor.
I want that letter. That letter is too long.
All right, y'all. I love you guys. I do. I'm gonna get out of here though. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll hang out.
Does deserve a good man, Anthony.
Good luck to us all.
You fucking lady, y'all.